YouTube, Kurt Curtis. It is Sunday morning. I'm hitting up my thrift store today. Hopefully I can find some stuff. I haven't been here in a couple weeks now. I don't really need anything, any inventory or anything like that, but I just need to get out of the house. I've been cooped up for a while, so just to get out of the house for a little bit. Also, I typically, when I come here, stuff is pretty cheap for the most part that I pick up. So I say on average, I only spend between like $5 and $15 every time I have a haul here. But yeah, I'll see if I can find anything. Just got back from the thrift store. Have a little haul here, nothing crazy though. First up, I found one of the banned Dr. Seuss books. This was 30 cents. Problem is, I know back when they banned the books, eBay started taking down listings, and I looked at solds, and there is solds of this book within the last 90 days. But if you go to actives, I couldn't find a single active of this book individually. I saw one person doing an auction with like a lot of books, and this one was clearly in the center, so that might be a way to get around it. But it looks like if you list it and someone buys it before they take it down, you might be all right. And it seems like the book's selling for like 25, 30 bucks. I don't know if I'm going to risk it, take the chance of getting my account suspended or anything like that. But for 30 cents, I couldn't leave this thing behind. I just grabbed it. I know it has value. It's just can't really sell it on eBay. Or you can, but you're taking a risk doing so. I picked up a stack of CDs. I have 8 sealed CDs here. All kinds of random stuff. A good portion of these are going to be $10, $15 CDs, but there are a couple that I couldn't find much information on, so they might go for a lot more. If I'm spending like 30 seconds to a minute trying to find a CD on eBay and I can't find it, it probably indicates that it's a rare CD. Doesn't necessarily mean it's valuable, but it's rare. So if someone is looking for it, and they can't even find it on eBay, it's probably unlikely you can find it anywhere. But yeah, the CDs like this are typically long tail items. You'd be surprised sometimes they sell quickly right away. But for 50 cents a piece, I just grabbed all these. They're all sealed, all easy listers. They don't take up that much space. I'm actually going to go ahead and get all these listed right now so I don't contribute anything to my death pile. But yeah, with tax and everything, for everything here, it was like, I think like $4.62 for the haul. So not too bad at all. I mean, you sell one CD, make more than that, and all the rest will be profit. It is Monday morning, pretty slow weekend here. It is Martin Luther King Day today, so the post office is closed. There is no shipping and all that. However, I still am going to go pull and pack all my orders as normal. Only difference is I'll be shipping them out tomorrow instead of today. I like to do that. I didn't always do it like that, but also like some items might have been bought like Friday afternoon after I'd done my shipping on Friday. So it's a long weekend. And like, I know people should understand it's a holiday weekend, the post office closed. Not everyone understands that, so I just like to get the stuff packed. That way the tracking number is provided. That way the people know that, like, hey, I'm aware of your order and I'm working on it. But yeah, let's go over what sold. First up, sold an NES game, Pinball. Had that thing forever. Finally sold for $8.29. Sold a DVD, My Favorite Year, Snapcase pre-owned. That ended up selling for $12.08. Sold another DVD, Luther Vandross, Always and Forever. Sold for $9.29. All right, I'm at the storage unit. Have some more orders to pull. First up, I sold a pair of shoes I have down here. I'm not going to take them out of the bag, but you can see the screenshot on the screen. I don't remember what I paid for these, probably somewhere between like $1 and $5 if I had to guess. They ended up selling for $31.01, not too bad. Those are nice shoes. I probably would have kept them if they were in my size. Then I have a stack of cards going out. Sold this Gambit card, 94 Flair Ultra, sold for $2.49. Sold a Beast Impact card that ended up selling for $3.99. Sold this Morbius Marvel Masterpieces Gold Signature Series card. That sold for $3.99 as well. Sold a basketball card, Chris Middleton, that ended up selling for $1.99. Got another basketball card going out. This LeBron James card ended up selling for $5.99. It is Tuesday morning. I'm only shipping eBay room items out today. Just have a couple cards to go out to add to my pile of stuff I packed up yesterday. First up, I sold one of these Wyvern cards. This was a pretty good one. Ended up selling for $7.49. I also sold a Magic card that ended up selling for $3.19. It is Wednesday morning. I have 9 eBay orders going out today. Let's go over what sold. First up, I sold this DVD, Besides Still Waters. This is sealed, ended up selling for $9.19. Next up, I have this little lot of mangas. These are actually in Japanese. I've had these listed for probably like 2 years now at this point, but that's understandable. Someone that's buying mangas that are actually in Japanese, is like, that's a very specific person. But I got those super cheap and paid 14 cents a piece for those at a garage sale, so I have 56 cents into that stack, sold for $11.39. And then I also sold this Hot Wheels car, ended up selling for $9.29. All right, I sold a WWE action figure. This Greg the Hammer Valentine. I paid $10 for this one. I got this in the same haul that I got all the Full Moon DVDs and Blu-rays. This ended up selling for $39.99. Not too bad. Next up, I sold a DVD. John Valby, Dr. Dirty. This is pre-owned. This ended up selling for $14.99. And I sold a book. This one I actually got recently, kind of recently, within the last few weeks at a thrift store, this James Bond paperback. I paid 40 cents for this. This one ended up selling for $19.99. And then I got some cards going out. Got a basketball card, numbers, Jamal Murray, blue. This ended up selling for $3.99. Got a Jason Tatum card going out. This ended up selling for $2.89. And I have a Flair 94 Ultra Cyclops going out that ended up selling for $2.59. It is Thursday morning. I'm only shipping eBay room items out today. I have a few things going out. Let's go over what sold. First up, I sold one of these Gay Interest DVDs. This is sealed, ended up selling for $22.74. Not too bad at all. Next up, I had one person pick up 2 Wyvern cards. This one ended up selling for $5, and this one also ended up selling for $5. So this person's total was $10. So far I've had these 2 sell, plus the one sell for $7.49, so I have $17.49 in sales before fees and shipping, but these are cards, the shipping's super cheap. These all came from that huge box that I paid $35 for, so to already have like $17.49 in sales just off of 3 cards when that box had hundreds of cards is a pretty good sign. However, all the cards that are selling are the more rarer cards, so we'll see if people end up buying the commons and uncommons and stuff like that. But really good start to that. I'm glad those are selling. And next up, got another pretty good sale here. The second copy of Where Should We Begin? I ended up getting 2 copies of this from the thrift store. First one sold for $74.99. This one also sold for $74.99. Took a little while to sell, a little longer. The first one sold in like 6 hours. This one sold in, I don't know, took a few days though. But it had the plastic had a tear in it and stuff like that. But it still ended up selling for the same price. Paid $2 for that. Not too bad at all. All right, guys, I'm doing a little listing, trying to tackle my death pile and some stuff that I've had sitting for a while. I was pretty excited when I found these, the Lewis and Clark New Adventures of Superman. I got seasons 1 through 4. When I was at the thrift store, and this happens to me a lot, even at estate sales and stuff, the discs look crispy clean. I don't know if it's the lighting or anything, but then I get home and I realize there's scratches on discs. So I had, not all these, obviously, but a couple of the discs resurfaced. Because, you know, I know season 3 and 4, I think, are pretty valuable, at least when I looked it up like a while back when I picked these up. So I could sell the whole lot. And seasons 4, 5 of the 6 discs did not work. Even after being cleaned, they just wouldn't play. Like, I tested all of the discs, they wouldn't play. This disc did work, so I am gonna, this little segment here is about salvaging fail buys, I guess. I'm still going to do a nice little lot, seasons 1 through 3. That'll work out, but it would have been a lot better if I had season 4 in there. But I'm going to sell this. Since season 4 has some value, I'm going to sell this as a replacement disc. Disc 6, maybe I can get $10 for it. So at least I get something. Obviously, something like that's going to take a very specific buyer. It might take a long time, but like something like this, you just take 2 pictures of it, and this doesn't take up any room, so it's okay. At least, you know, that's my thinking about it. So I also had this thing, this God's Will to Heal. I remember I picked this up at a garage sale, I think for like $2, maybe $3. It wasn't much at all. And I don't know, I just cleaned all the sides of the packaging because it was like kind of dirty and stuff. I looked at all these discs and they all look good. Like there's no scratches at all. And so I'm ready to list this thing. And then I count the discs and I only have 22 discs in here. And I noticed the reason why I did that is this back slot didn't have one. And there's supposed to be 28 discs in this set. So this thing is not complete. Even if it is complete, this is not worth selling if it's not complete like this. So I'm going to go ahead and try to salvage this. I almost just threw it out, but I'm going to try to list replacement discs for this little set, because this thing is from, I don't know, it's 2007, I guess, but I'm just going to see how it goes. So any of these discs that are like crispy clean, which I think is like the majority of them, should be all of them actually. Some of them were like a tiny bit of wear, but nothing crazy. So I'm going to try to salvage this and list replacement discs. These will probably be like a super, super long tail thing. But I mean, even if I sell one, I get my money back and make a little bit of money. So you know, in the long run, if people actually end up buying these over time, like you'd probably make more money selling just replacement discs than the whole set. But I don't know. That's just my thinking on that, just to salvage some fail buys. You can sometimes do that. That happened to me with a Final Fantasy game where I bought it and it only had 3 of the 4 discs. And then I just listed the discs by themselves as replacement discs, and I've sold 2 of the 3 already for $10 each. So like I'm probably going to get just as much money for the game if I sold it complete as selling the replacement discs, but just takes longer and it's, you know, more listings and all that. But just throwing that out there. All right, so today I'm actually hitting up a thrift store I typically don't go to that often. I haven't been there in a very long time. But I'm going grocery shopping, and it's right by the grocery store I'm going to. I don't always grocery shop at the same store. I have like, I think at least 3 stores that I kind of go to. Like I might go to one for like a month and then get kind of sick of it and then go to a different one. So I'm going to this store that I haven't been, this grocery store I haven't been to for a while. And because the thrift store is right there, I'm going to stop by and see if I can find anything. All right, just got home from the thrift store. I have quite the haul here. I'm actually pretty surprised. I had low expectations going today. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Let's go over this. First up, I picked up a huge stack of these Star Wars Jedi Apprentice books. And let's see, it's not a run. It's just kind of like a bunch of volumes or a bunch of different numbers. But let's see, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 books. I saw some pretty good comps when were lotting these up. Like I think I saw one for like $100 for like 16 books, but it might have been books 1 through 16. I'm not sure. These were half off, so they were only $1 each. Plus, the thrift store does, if you buy, I think it's just for kids books, but if you buy 4 books, you get the 5th one free. So I should have got 2 of these for free, and also I got more books here. So I'll have to figure out the math later, but these were actually less than $1 a book. And I probably still would have picked them up even if they were $2 a book. But yeah, these are pretty cool looking. I'm gonna look these up individually as well, just to make sure. Some don't have value, but you know, most likely I'll end up lotting these up. We will see though. Not 100% sure yet until I go to research it a little bit further. I also picked up this Choose Your Own Adventure Star Wars book. This isn't the same one as these, but for less than $1, it seemed worth it. Picked up the Shivers book, The Animal Rebellion. There wasn't many available on eBay at all, only a couple. So I figure with actual photos and not some stock photo. I think I saw one listing, didn't even have a photo. I think I'll be able to sell that. I picked up a Harry Potter softcover book 6. Now I paid up for this one. I paid $3. I typically don't like to do that. However, from my experience, books 6 and 7 in softcover are difficult to come by. Like I have 0 right now. I have tons of books 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I have 0 copies of book 6 and 7. So I paid up a little bit for this, and plus it's in really good condition. Just because I don't come across the higher end books like books 6 and 7 for Harry Potter. Softcover. Hardcover, it's the reverse. I always find the book 6 and 7, but yeah, so I grabbed that at $3. I picked up the Great Fairy Tale Classics Volume 1 and 2. Didn't see much about this on eBay. I'll probably lot this up. These were $1.79 a piece. So I have like 3 something into it. Not sure what I can get for it. Just kind of took a chance on that one. Also picked up this CD. This is brand new sealed. There was only a few listed on eBay. This was $2. Yeah, $2. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I also picked up these. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Audio. I want to say audio, but there's no U. I mean, I recognize the skate brand from back in the day. I think I've actually had this brand shoes when I was younger too. So these were $18.99. All right. I tried looking these shoes up. I can't find this exact pair of shoes with the model number and everything on eBay. But if you look up like this brand and white and brown colorway, there's shoes that look extremely similar to this that have sold comps between like $75 and like $200. Even if you just type in this skate brand and just look at sold comps just for any random shoe, there's plenty of pairs of these shoes that go for like over $200. I don't know if I'll get that for these. I don't know how to price these. I can't find any info on them. I don't want to run an auction on a pair of shoes because of the size. So I might just, you know, price these very high with best offer and see what happens. But I mean, yeah, I did pay up for these $18.99. I almost didn't buy them. Like I sat there looking for info for these and just seriously just looked at these shoes for like 5 minutes. I'm like, do I get them? Like the bottoms are in pretty good condition too. Like no one ever actually skated in these. There's no damage to the sides, but there usually would be for grip tape and all that. So I just sat there for like 5 minutes, like debating whether or not to get these. And then I left them and started walking away, and something just told me to go back and get them. So, you know, if these aren't anything special, I could probably just make my money back if they're like $40 shoes or something like that. But I don't know. I have a feeling these are going to be good. We'll see, though. I don't really know how to go about pricing those at all. Picked up a bunch of t-shirts. I found two of the same shirt. One is a size small, Maroon 5 Beautiful Mistakes tour. This is actually a really cool looking shirt. It's got that in the back. Yeah, two of the exact same shirt right next to each other. One's a size small, one's actually a size medium, even though this says small. Those were $3.49 a piece. I didn't see many of these listed on eBay, and the ones that were listed were like over 20 bucks. Doesn't mean you're going to get that. That's not sold, but I picked them up. I picked up this Affliction t-shirt. This is Affliction American Custom. So I've heard this brand Affliction get thrown around a lot on YouTube. I've never found it until now, but I don't know if this American Customs is like a different brand or just like a model of the Affliction shirts. Like I have no idea. But when I typed in Affliction American Customs and looked at sold comps, pre-owned and new condition, there was tons of shirts selling for like at least 25 bucks, if not more. This is a size small, but it's in really good condition. But yeah, I kind of took a little gamble on that at $6 for that shirt. It is what it is, though. This shirt was $3.49. Some band shirt, the new Master Sounds. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tour shirt from 2016, I believe. Yeah. I saw none available on eBay, but I did see one sold listing. I don't think it was for anything crazy, but the fact that there's none available, if someone wants this, then they'll have to pay what I'm asking. Another band shirt, Casting Crowns Thrive Tour. This was also $3.49. This is a big shirt. That's a 2XL. I didn't look that hard, but I didn't find any solds of this exact shirt, but there was plenty of solds for like this band and this tour shirts. So I think this will end up selling. Also found a Bowling for Soup shirt. That is a band shirt. I could not find this exact shirt on eBay. It's kind of an obscure band. I've heard of this band before. I remember them from back in the day. But yeah, this ended up being half off. So this was only $3. And yeah, I forgot that this was half off, like this color. So I was actually going to pick this up for $6 just because there was none available. But yeah, then when I went to check out, realized it was $3. So that's awesome. So yeah, with tax and everything, I spent $66 and some change for everything here on the table. I mean, mostly that was because these shoes were 19 bucks. If these shoes end up being good, that will more than cover everything, and then all the rest will be profit. If not, there's still plenty of room for profit here. So I was quite surprised. I'm very happy with this thrift haul. It is Friday morning. I have 10 eBay orders going out today. First up, I sold one of these Terry Redlin mugs. I paid $2 for this at a thrift store. This ended up selling for $19.99. Pretty cool looking mug. I got to make sure I pack this thing up very good because the last mug I shipped up broke. But in the past, I haven't had a problem shipping mugs except for last time. Although now that I'm thinking about it, it is possible the person just had that mug before and then theirs broke and then they ordered mine and then they sent pictures of theirs. They could be telling the truth, maybe not. There's no way to know. But, you know, I typically do pack these pretty well, so I'm not really sure what happened. But, yeah, I'll just have to make sure to pack that extra good because I don't want that problem again. Sold N64 game NASCAR 2000 that sold for $10.11. I also sold a Hot Wheels car that ended up selling for $9.29. Sold a book. It's one of these Mark Twain, I think, essay books. This one is Roughing It. I paid $2 for this at an estate sale. Ended up selling for $19.99. And the rest of the items here today are all cards. Sold this Carnage card, Spawn, 30th Anniversary Spider-Man, sold for $1.99. Sold a Marvel Metal 95 Silver Surfer Alternate M. That sold for $7.99. That's a pretty good one. Sold a basketball card, Caleb Martin. That sold for $1.99. Sold a football card. This one ended up selling for $4.49. Sold a Wolverine card, Impact. This is an insert. This ended up selling for $5.49. And then last up, I sold a 95 flare Ultra Psylocke and Archangel Spring Break that sold for $3.99. It is time for the numbers for the week. I had a total gross sales of $397.16 after fees and shipping and all that. My net was $238.76. I should have a couple videos coming out this week, kind of a miscellaneous video, and possibly the pro wrestling crate if that thing gets delivered. So look out for those coming up next week before my next what sold type video on Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. Stack dividends, sweet floors. Until next time.
I'll let you know when I decide to go. This isn't me. Another setting sun. Your life is done.